getting a little bit of work right now. Just wanted to hop on and say hello. If you have seen the poll down below. Otherwise, I'm just wanted to talk about a few things. I don't know if I should wait until there are more people who get on, or if I should just start now. I don't know what's going on with my little macro calculator. Okay, well, let's see, it's about 8:45. The start of a new day. And I am getting right to work. Hello, good morning. How are you doing this morning? Let's see. Good to hear. I suppose I'm doing all right here too. Let's see. Are you local? Are you here in California? I'll start off with. Hello, L42. Hello there from New Orleans. That's cool. Nice to have you here. Oh my gosh. Dark Wolf 64. You are too funny. I think a lot of people would say that as well. I have done some bodybuilding shows, and I think that's obviously when most people look their best. Yeah, I would say I kind of just threw on a jacket to cover up, and it kind of, black always seems to accentuate nicely, so. But of course, we are our own worst critics, I would say. So I would say that I have some room for improvement in some areas, but let's see, this is my first time here, just joined to say hi. I was scrolling around on YouTube and came across your stream. Cool, isn't that kind of funny how that works out? You can be, you know, just scrolling on YouTube and then, or any social media platform for that matter, and you kind of come across somebody new and interesting, and I just think of that as we're kind of on the same wavelength, and I'm putting myself out there to also meet new people, so I think this is a great way to do that because stuff like that happens. There's just a lot of people who are scrolling and happen to come across. And so it's really nice to meet you all. Let me know more about where you're from, what you do, your interests, hobbies, things like that. Hopefully you stick around L4th too. I'm very curious as to where you get your name from, by the way. Skydove. I've never done skydiving, although I kind of want to. That would be rad. Kentrell Johnson. Nice to meet you. Where are you from, Kentrell? Hello, Vladimir. Same here. I'm into bodybuilding. Love your smile, by the way. Thank you. If you're into bodybuilding as well, which category are you in? Sir Slater. Very interesting. Hello. Greetings to you as well. How are you, Sir Slater? What are you up to today? Yes, I enjoy YouTube Live. It's only been around since 2017 and I've been on since. Oh, that's cool. I did not know that actually. That is good to know. So then you've been on YouTube for a while. I know YouTube's been around for a while now, but to then only have this feature around since 2017. I didn't know that. Oof. I will say too, can anybody tell I've done, well, not that I cannot speak this morning. I've not only been into bodybuilding, but I've also become a personal trainer. So my YouTube channel is kind of all over the place. I kind of have it at the title, like I'm into psychology, business administration, and then I put fitness at the end when I feel like most of the things that I do or talk about is fitness. So kind of goes to show how much I like it and what it does for me, and I kind of resist it sometimes that's what I'm into because I downplay it like it's not worth being into, but it's helped me in numerous ways, and I try to find ways to allow it to help other people as well. So so if you know anybody who needs personal training, I'm your gal. Good luck today with your channel. The 2 is for being my second channel. Ah. 4th is just a filler word, I guess. It doesn't mean anything. L is for my name, Lionel. Oh, cool. That is cool. Well, hopefully you don't mind if I call you Lionel then. It's a little bit faster and easier. So yeah, oops. Thank you. Yeah, for my channel, I'm trying to. Obviously, we're all trying to grow our channels. So just tag me right on to that category of also trying to grow my channel. It is a pretty interesting new way to make an audience nowadays. So yeah, let's see. I am right now looking, so as a personal trainer, I'm kind of always educating and learning and teaching others and whatnot. I'm looking at a website that I have learned from someone else who's been in the industry for a while to use as a good way to calculate someone's macros or someone's Let's see, there's other fitness and health calculators, someone's calories, someone's BMR, someone's ideal weight, etc. So I use this for my nutrition clients. So if someone needs help with like getting in micronutrients, someone who has like nutrient deficiencies, I would highly suggest getting a nutritionist, obviously. But for someone who just needs like a macro guide and accountability, that's something that a personal trainer can do. And so that's within our scope. And so yeah, I'm looking at a calorie calculator, and it's showing me 3 different things here. Maybe I can also show you here. Calorie calculator. I plugged in my information. I don't know. Here we go. So if I'm 30, I'm a female. I should change that because I'm not 5'3", I'm 5'7". I exercise about 4 to 5 days a week. And so, yeah, that changes the numbers a bit. I do eat about this much per day. I don't know if you can see my little mouse up here. And so if I were to start going on a cut, I would need to start eating about this much. But then down here, it's kind of cool. There's a zigzag calorie cycling. I remember doing something like this with my bodybuilding prep. And so yeah, highly suggest partnering with somebody when it comes to doing a cut for yourself, because as someone who has always chased the ideal body, but then who has simultaneously been raised by like a whole community of people who have no idea how to do a cut. Obviously, it's not super easy, and you think you know what you're doing, but you're honestly just being emotional and attached to certain ways of eating, and you're this and you're that. And to actually think of fat loss and muscle gain as a science over an emotion is obviously the way to go. So yeah, let's see. What is black magic in this context, at least? I mean, stuff that's like not talked about a whole lot, or what? Just kidding. Daily exercise or intense exercise 3 to 4 times per week. Intense exercise. I just get daily exercise or intense exercise 3 to 4 times per week. Yeah. Activity level. Another effective way to lose weight aside from reducing calorie intake is increasing your activity level. I kind of like the idea of utilizing both exercise and nutrition to make sure you're in a deficit. And so yeah, I'm starting my own cut, and it's been going. It is kind of challenging to have always been active and then to kind of transition right into a cut, because it's like, well, if I've already been kind of fluctuating between getting in 10K but then having to back off because of plantar fasciitis, and now being back to normal again, like how do I just transition right back into, do I just try to hit 10K again? Or I think I would personally not be able to do that. However, when I think calorically, if I wanted to burn about 250 calories just from exercise alone, I would need to do 10,000 steps a day. And then still track my calories. So, I don't think I could hop off of here. I have, and I really don't want to go on to MyFitnessPal on the website. So, here's a way to do it. I will write down what I have already had so far this morning. If my, okay. Excuse me. Every time I hiccup, for some reason I burp too. Okay, so voodoo stuff. I don't really know too much about voodoo stuff, but that is funny. Are you a dietitian? No. I'm primarily a personal trainer. I do have some nutrition training, so I am within my scope able to give guidance and give a meal. It's kind of a funny thing, right? Certain meal plans, I can give numbers as a guidance, but if someone's lacking nutrients, if someone's needing to change their diet to lower their cholesterol, avoid pre-diabetes or diabetes in general, or anything like that, it's probably better to go to a nutritionist. But I also kind of understand it. I understand the whole, I'm putting myself through a low cholesterol protocol. That's how well I know it. So it's just as easy. The only reason why you would go to a dietitian for nutrition advice is for the accountability aspect and maybe another point or two, but it boils down to accountability, or education. So I'm not technically a registered dietitian. I know someone who is. If you need a reference or referral, need me to refer you to somebody, she's great. I just went too far. What's today? The 9th. My birthday is in 9, 10, 11, 12 is in 3 days. My birthday's on Saturday. So I'm not a dietitian, I'm a personal trainer, long story short. But I still am definitely learning, definitely definitely educating myself, definitely putting myself out there as much as I can so far, all sorts of things. So what do you do? AMS, what do you do? Today is a train biz train day. Let's see, it's 9, so literally from 9 to 5. Oops. From 9 to 5. And then from 12 to 1. I got that. Let's see. So yeah, I am also looking for corporate wellness programs. I'm hoping to just directly meet somebody who needs corporate wellness, who just needs, who's willing to contract with a personal trainer for accountability programs, whether that's quarterly or monthly or whatever the case is. So putting myself out there for that, but I'm also looking for one-on-one personal training or group training. I do 7 a.m. group trainings. I'm kind of getting into evening trainings as well. I have a couple one-on-one for clients for personal training for one-on-one, but I'm looking for corporate wellness corporate wellness, I guess, decision makers, so HR people, to welcome me into their arms and have me help their employees get in some good shape with an accountability program. So putting that out into the universe. And there are like programs you can sort of buy into that gives you a platform and training and all that kind of stuff. So I'm considering doing that too. But it would be a whole lot cheaper just to cut out the middleman and just meet one-on-one with a company. So we'll see. I think I might just need to email smaller organizations here locally and see if I can do that myself, if I can meet the right people. Yeah, so that's kind of one of my focuses for today. Email, local biz for wellness. Oh my goodness, my cats have got a full litter box full of poop, and it stinks real bad. Let's see. I worked with this company a super long time ago, and so I feel kind of bad for now bothering them in this way, but you go through your network and you go through people that you know, so you gotta do what you gotta do. And so yeah, what do you guys do? What about you, AMS? I know you're asking me a couple of questions, but what about you? I don't know if you're still here or not. I obviously don't want to make this all about me, because that's not always very fair or interesting. But I'm just also multitasking. I don't mind also asking questions about you guys, seeing what you guys do. Write me a message, but I am using ChatGPT to help me write a message. Can you guys hear the train in the background? Message to Sir Savio. Whether they would be interested in a monthly / wellness program to see. I might be doing a live workout today. That might be really fun. But I also wanted to talk about what it was like getting my business administration degree a couple years ago, what it set me up for versus what I kind of chose to do instead, and how that's kind of now my life story. Or like, at least that's what this chapter is becoming. And how I really hope to get off the struggle bus really hope to, this year is my last year of being on the struggle bus, and maybe I don't need to go into details as to what I mean by that, but yeah, let's see. Copy. So I'm doing that by, well, I should say too, I was working a 9-to-5 not too long ago, and that, honestly, that got me out of debt. I think I was paid a total of like $13,000 just in the time that I was there, which is a lot more than what I've been paid in the last year. I was really, ugh. Anyways, and so that got me out of debt. That's kind of gotten the wheels turning. I paid off all my credit card debt, which I only had like $5,000, but I don't know, to me that was a lot. I don't have student debt, so I didn't have anything of that to worry about, luckily. But here I am now, a couple years after graduating. I've stopped working that 9-to-5 so I can fully focus on what I would much rather be doing, which is, I have this like visual of like, as much as I care about just working a 9-to-5 and being able to come home and turn off my brain, I care so much more about people taking care of themselves. I care a lot more about making sure people take time for themselves to make sure that their cup is full. I care about people a lot more than I care about inanimate objects, which is something I made a video on. It's kind of a short and sweet one, but I'm glad I made it anyways, because it was just a moment of me realizing that, like, and then just getting it on video, like, I don't care that much about these, as much as I liked the professional setting of being in an office, being with a team, learning new things and new skills, new platforms, new systems, new processes, and all that kind of stuff. I liked all of that. I learned a lot while I was there, but I didn't care about what I was doing. Like, I didn't care. I mean, regulatory is cool in the in the telecommunications world, but I didn't care about rooftop mounts. I didn't care about towers and who owns them. I don't care about, you know, these massive telephone companies as our clients who were just hard people to work with. All for what? You know, it was just every argument that was had, or every like meeting that we had to have with them, and it was just always like, why? What is the point of this? And everyone just always took it so seriously, and some of them were so like rude and awful, and I just thought, what is the point? we can't even like just be down to earth. We can't even just be wholesome, nice people. Like we can't just genuinely care and genuinely are trying to do our best. Like we have to be catty, and we kind of have to be, I don't know, I call them professional assholes. And then, you know, we have to do all this ass kissing, and we have to like be like the one that's the liked the most, so that everyone, you know, wants you to get promoted. And I just had a kind of, I mean, it's a game, right? It's one game, it's one way to play a game, and I just thought, why wasn't my game good enough? Why isn't my game or my way of doing things good enough? So I'm trying to, and I just don't find my way of doing things really in most places. Like, so I'm just kind of trying to cultivate it myself. It's, you have to be a genuine, caring person in order to work for my potential business in the future. So I'm starting out small, and it's kind of obviously not easy, hardly making a living throughout the year as of right now, but that's kind of also my own fault too. Part of me is like still asleep to the world, part of me is still avoiding certain things, part of me is not fully awake. So wow. Yeah. All very interesting stuff. So yeah, okay, so I notice I'm like totally multitasking right now, and it's not really working all that much to my own benefit. Let's see, I was trying to calculate, there we go. Okay, calculator is working again. So I'm making a meal plan for one of my clients. I'm honestly mostly gonna let her choose what she wants to have. I'm just giving her macro numbers and a chart, and what I need her to do is to follow those macros and then kind of fill things in on a daily basis. So this is what I'm going to do. Need like some sort of food diary. I'm so tired of smelling my cat's litter box. Oh, interesting. Okay, well. So yeah, this is kind of just what a day in the life kind of looks like for me right now. Just so fun and so exciting, isn't it? Let's see. And just in the female universe, started my period yesterday, so I'm cramping. Let's see. Watch. What's today, the 9th? Okay, want that down. And then for whoever, oh no, I don't want that. It doesn't understand my formula. I want the date and okay, let's see. Let's see, I'm thinking of doing a workout today. I know I'm gonna be getting in my own workout at some point today. When is a good time for you guys to hop on live with me to get in? Maybe we'll get in. Let's see, I did lower on Monday, upper yesterday. Well, technically I only did shoulders. I could get in another upper body workout. Are you guys feeling upper body day? if I hop on at 12 today, so at about 3 hours, I might do that. I might start doing that like maybe every day, honestly. I like to work out outside. And then if I could just bring you guys along too, and we can all get in our daily workouts, hold everybody accountable, that'd be awesome. Live. Because now that it's sunny, it's really nice to just be outside. I'm not super comfortable with being like in shorts and a tank top. But I'm doing it so that I can get some sun on my skin and I can sleep better at night. Let's see. How maybe for this one, I would have had to just go from the beginning. I'm still trying to figure out this, making a pattern and seeing if it, there we go. Okay, cool, I got it to work. That kind of makes sense. Now I just have to figure out about 90, the next 90 days, so until July. I love when things give clarity. Makes me feel like I am smart. Let's see. Let's see. One. I don't think a lot of people, now that I think about it though, as far as I know, I don't really think that a lot of people give you this much insight into what their days look like. So I know it's boring AF, but that might be nice. Sure. Let's see. Columns, chips, and more. Personalize your tables. Cool. Hi, Taryn. Thanks for stopping by. Things have been maybe not as magical as a tropical island or wherever you are. Where are you these days? But I, can't really complain all that much. I have a comfortable bed to sleep in, a house over my head, great family and partner, and my business is growing for sure. I'm just taking one pivot at a time for sure. So that's kind of where I'm at. I'm planning, I'm doing my best to be my best. How is life going? How's fitness gym workout going? That is going pretty good. I'm training myself, and I finally made some strides in reaching out to someone who's pretty easily accessible to me and who's willing to help me with prepping for my next show for a doable price. And so that's probably just gonna help me get my shit together with my own life. Because as much as most people like to act like their life is super together, I won't be that person. I like to be a lot more relatable. However, maybe I could give myself a little bit more credit. I do have my life together compared to other people, that's for sure. Hope you have taken breakfast and coffee. I haven't had coffee. Well, I had some this weekend at my friend's bachelorette party, which was super fun. But I've been mostly drinking decaf, and that's been good. I'm trying to make mine like in a healthier way, and I don't really care for coffee on its own, and so I've been trying to make it with soy milk or whatever, or protein shake, and it's not as great as a sugary filled drink, but it works. You are really amazing. It lives. Oh, thank you. You live in Asia. That's dope. I am your big supporter fan. Never forget me, dear. Ever. Okay. Your videos, you are so lovable. He lives. I do try to be lovable. That's very sweet of you to say that. You live in San Francisco. I'm pretty close, about 30 minutes away from San Fran, so I'm glad I don't actually. Well, I don't know. Life would be different, wouldn't it? And maybe not all that bad. I kind of almost have the attitude of like, maybe life would be better in some other place. But so many people are like, oh, I would hate to live in San Francisco. And I'm like, really? I've seen a lot of pretty houses there in San Fran. I'm sure there are some downsides, but there must be some upsides to it as well. My birthday is actually this Saturday. Oops. My goodness, that like had a little litter. Let's see. I guess I like them both. I'm such a negative person, though. I know that the flowers will eventually. Well, okay. So I guess it's just about the gifts. You are very thoughtful about wanting to. ask if flowers and jewelry is nice. Flowers and jewelry are very nice, and so I will not say no to accepting flowers and jewelry. It must be my feminine and never say no to something nice. Yeah. Yeah, of course I love both of them. They're so fresh and feminine. Let's see. Okay, so I think, oh my goodness, I'm really about to go move somewhere else. I can't take a deep breath without it just smelling like cat poop, so. Do I just cover up the smell? What do I do, you guys? I love perfumes and traveling a lot. I love it too. What do you do for being able to afford all of this traveling? You fly in your private jet? Well, how do you afford to do that? Let's see, I don't think I have. Yes, I do. Um, that is insane, Taryn, and you still have not yet to say what you do to be able to afford a big-ass private jet like this. But hello, Fatima, how are you? How are things going for you? because my dear cat wants to be where I am, and that's just never a good idea. He needs to stay over there. Why he insists. Oh my gosh. He is a funny kitty. He insists on being on top of my tablet, so I can't write on my tablet anymore. And he also gets such bad dandruff. Okay, so yep, this is a day in my life. This is what my life looks like all the time. Have you? Oh my lord! Steps on my keyboard. Have you been to? Oh my goodness. Okay. Taryn, I'm starting to believe that you're making this stuff up and you're not. Not being very clear or honest about what you do. Oh my goodness. Nicholas Fernari. Oh my gosh, my cat does not understand. He cannot sit on my computer. Hope you're doing well. That's very sweet. Hi, Nicholas. I think it's been a little while. I think maybe we met a couple lives ago. But yeah, I'm doing pretty well. How are you doing? Oh my goodness. Prince, scoot your boot. Oh my lord. You guys. My favorite color, I don't know. My favorite pattern, it's marble. I guess my favorite color, white and gold. It's kind of like white wall with gold trim or something like that. It's kind of pretty, but yeah, look at my cat just. How am I supposed to get any work done, you guys? Indiana. That's really cool. I've never been to Indiana. But I hear it's a pretty place to be. I heard it's pretty. How cold would you say it is over there? Because I'm really enjoying this cold weather. Personally, I am not excited for California heat. I'm sure, I know other places get really hot too, but oh my gosh, he is so distracting. I think today, Wednesday. I think today is a day where I need to go to a coffee shop or something, because once my partner does get back and he smells how stinky it is in here, he's gonna take the cat litter. He's gonna replace the cat litter, and then that stinks for a couple of hours on end. So instead of just being home and miserable and smelling cat litter all day and not being able to focus or get anything done, I might just go to a coffee shop and work that way. So I'm gonna hop off for now. May or may not then get in a workout today. We'll see. Maybe I'll come back just for that. I don't know. We'll see. But it was nice talking to you guys for a little bit. Enjoy the cold weather while it's still here at Nicholas, because we'll get some heat here soon. And all the lush green grass that we have right now will be gone. So, all right, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.